What is going on, YouTube? It is BR here. Going to bring you a look. Look at it. Look at the stadium. It has lights on it. We got some lights added to this thing right now. The wires are still a mess, but the lights are really the big thing. I want to throw them up and see how they look. So let's get into it. Before we do, please light up that like button down below. Cheesy, I know, but I want you to get 50 likes on this video. And while you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment at the end. These lights are from Lightailing. Lightailing, I believe I'm saying that right. Link down below. Check them out. I picked them up on their Black Friday sale. These are the 6 on a string, I guess. There's a string of 6 lights, 2 LEDs in each, so 12 lights on one string. So I picked up 4 sets. They're normally $15. They were 50% off. I wasn't sure how bright they would be, so I wanted to test them out. I've been researching lights for a little bit here on the stadium, or which ones to use, and I took the plunge on these because they were half off on Black Friday, and man, are they bright. They are USB powered. I know some lights have a plug and play option where you can plug them into a board, but these are all pre-wired to a single USB. Be on the lookout for a review of these lights in a separate video upcoming. On the right side of the stadium, I did a little more cable management than the left, just to show like the difference of what they look like with the wires kind of out and without them out, and also I don't have all the parts ready to clean them up, so there's that. Right now I have all the wires meeting in the middle. It is still very messy, but I'm in the process of tightening those up. I just wanted to get this video out there because I'm pretty excited about it. I'm really happy with the way these lights look. I think they look tremendous. They add a great touch to it, and they're very bright. They are brighter than I expected. Here on the left side you can see the wires on the bottom are kind of out still. On the right side I do have them tucked away with a brick and a modified plate with the pin back there. So on this side you can see here I have them tucked away in the back for a little better cable management. Still not perfect. If I knew I was going to do lights like that, I could have had some spots underneath those slopes opened up where the wires could have hidden within those slopes, but that's just a lot of work to really back that out and redo it. But I think they look pretty good tucked away. You can't really notice them. I mean, I know they're there because I put them in, but I feel from far away they're not as noticeable. I do want to note why I have them on the 1x4 brick like that. When I had them on there without the 1x4 brick, they were kind of a pain to get on and off, and I didn't want to potentially damage the lights. So I figured it'd be easier to put them onto a brick and then connect that brick where I can take them on and off, more easily without potentially damaging them. They don't look that bad. I think I'll probably keep them like that. I might make a little canister or something, try to cover it up to clean off the white, but for now they're going to stay like that. But that's why they're on that 1x4 brick, to somewhat protect them. The top side here, you can see the cables and the lights aren't finished, but they're just kind of all over the place a little bit. On the right side, where I did like some covering with just some 2x whatever plate there in light bluish gray. I think it hides the wires pretty well. It's like a little covering, and I used the studs there because the wires fit in between the studs pretty well there to hold them in place. So I think that actually came out pretty well. I was kind of happy with that. I was like tinkering around in my head what I can do. Then I was like, let me just try something pretty simple, and it's just pretty simple and it works. What can I say? So I have that all on the right side there to try to manage the wire situation for that side of the lights. I might try something different on the left side, but I'm not too sure how it would work out using that 1x4 brick with like the slit in the middle that you can like put rails in. I might try that on like a snot technique. But for now, I'm just going to keep it like this on this side until I get more parts to try it on the other side. Here's what the actual lights look like from the front. They don't look that good aesthetically, but they get the job done. They're just connected by a 1 stud connection to one of the inverted dishes that has the stud in it. So it gets the job done. I'm not too thrilled with the way they look, but like I said, it gets the job done. And here's what they look like from the inside of the stadium. I'm pretty happy with it. They are actually a lot brighter than I thought for just the 12 LED, well 24 LEDs. I guess that is pretty bright because there's 6, 2 on each, times 2 across the top is 24. So it's 24 lights that are illuminating the field there, and it gets, it gets pretty bright. There are some shadows on some of the seating, but I would like to add some more lights on the inside of the stadium. Originally I planned on doing that, but then I figured, I'll just string them up along the top here and see how they look, and I think they came out pretty well. I think the camera does a little bit better illuminating them. They are a little more dim in the outfield, and there are some shadows. But overall, like I said, I'm happy with them. I'm actually impressed with the quality and brightness of these lights. I will definitely try to be adding some more in the outfield section. I just got to figure out the wiring. Those won't be connected to the the same power supply the front ones are. So that's where like the tricky part gets with the wiring and all that. But you can see here a little darker in the outfield. But once we add some lights to the outfield, I think that'll really help that. Here's the right side. Here you can see another shot of just how like much the infield does get illuminated, and as well as the seats. There are some shadows on the underhang, but you know that's expected because there's no direct light really on there. But overall, I think they do a pretty decent job for illuminating the whole field. No, the screen's not blank. The lights are off. I'm gonna show you right now how it looks. Boom, lights are on. Look at that. Lights are on. See how dark it was? So it's just really into this power supply. Double tap that off, tap it back on, and it illuminates the whole stadium, which really, like I said, gives off a lot of light to the whole project, surprisingly. So pretty cool. I gotta clean up the wires, obviously, but pretty cool. All right, on to the city portion of the city. I do still work on it very slowly, but I built this little snot bridge here to kind of connect the roads. I didn't realize I was off on like one plate of road, so I had to shift it. I used this little technique here to kind of redirect the lanes. I think it'll work once I finish all the coloring out for the parts and get it finalized. But this is just a little template. The back rock wall still kind of is hanging around there. I always think I have enough rock pieces, and I go and do one section, and I am struggling to get enough parts to finish one section. So just gotta keep sorting that out and keep building. The middle part of the city is just kind of a catch-all, and really like not really much going on there, but we'll figure it out eventually, right? It's always a work in progress. But the rock wall definitely was my main focus on any time I've been working on it, kind of. And you can see I got this little corner here. This was kind of a tricky thing to do, but it works out. Little tunnel there. Gotta top that off for a train tunnel. All the ballasting in there is complete, so that's good. I gotta redo my under the railroad power on a smaller section, but top wall, I put a little sidewalk in there with a light, so I gotta keep plugging away at that eventually. Just got Diagon Alley up there right now, and I think it'll look good once it's done. I used white for the rails just to kind of break it out from the gray, maybe a different color. I don't know. Maybe I should use like a yellow. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section for what color there. But yeah, just gotta keep powering along there. The rock wall is a pain in the butt, but it looks good, I think. Let me know what you think about that as well. Another thing I forgot to talk about in the stadium is that little center field batter's eye. I did like this little green wall for a batter's eye, kind of like Wrigley Field. They have all the ivy in there, and kind of like Coors Field, they have that little forest scene in the middle near the bullpens. I did some arches on the back wall there. I just forgot to take video of it, so I figured I'd just do a quick freeze frame on that. I do want to finish that off. Once that's done, I can add the lights and scoreboard, and I think that would probably really be it for the remainder of this project. The lights will probably take me a while more to figure out all the wiring. I was looking at some other websites for lights for like wiring the outfield ones, because I didn't know how bright these ones would be, but I gotta reconsider what I will be doing for that. I also gotta keep sourcing minifigures. I think I have enough minifigures to maybe fill a quarter of the stadium. It's over 1,400 seats. I forgot if I ever answered that, but it's like 1,450 blue chairs, so that's not counting the outfield section. So I gotta get a ton of minifigures. I think I probably have maybe 200-300 right over here right now, ready to go. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. For the upcoming year, I probably plan on adding some custom buildings now. Once this is done, just add some skyscrapers and some stuff like that. I do want to take a shot at a custom train, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, if you made it this far, much appreciated. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Bye now.